What's going on, guys? Steve Pulaski coming back with another review, this time of Louis Leterrier's Now You See Me. What's going on, guys? Also, just before I get into anything, doubleheader this week, okay? I saw 2 movies today. I'm exhausted, I'll tell you right now, just from, like, taking in all the media and everything. I saw Now You See Me, and I saw After Earth, which I'll get into in the next video. Hopefully I'll have these up tonight, and I hope I'll have the reviews up tonight, which will be coming on Influx Magazine. Keep in mind, these video reviews are just what they are. They're video reviews. You will not get my full opinion here. For my full opinion, please go to the written review that will be linked below this. Okay, guys, so Now You See Me. Been looking forward to it for a while now, and I got a lot to say about it, okay? So, what's it about, though? First off, it concerns a group of 4 magicians, okay? Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Mark Ruffalo, I think Mark Ruffalo, I might be wrong on that, and Isla Fisher. And they're a group of these 4 magicians that form a group called the Four Horsemen. They perform in Vegas, and one of their acts involves stealing I think 3 million euros worth of French currency, okay? And from a bank. They actually went from Las Vegas to France, or did they? And what winds up happening, though, is a detective gets on the case and tries to investigate whether or not that this is actual crime and that they really need to take action, along with Thaddeus Bradley, played by Morgan Freeman, who is notorious for debunking magicians' tricks. Okay, and he's in the audience of everyone secretly filming with his little, conspicuous camera. So that's the plot of the movie. I don't want to give away too much, but. Okay, now I've been looking forward to Now You See Me for a few months now, okay? I really love this idea, and actually, as far as magic goes, I haven't seen a lot of magic movies, or like movies that center themselves around magicians, but this one really caught my eye, not just for the ensemble cast the film is graced with, but just the ideas, and the trailer made it look very good and very twisty. If you like a movie with twists and turns, I mean, this is one for you. I mean, granted, maybe it's just because I've seen, over 1,000 movies. I kind of thought, I was kind of a little bit ahead, of the movie. Like, they always say, we're always one step ahead of you. It's like, you kind of aren't, you know what I mean? I'm, a little bit ahead of you as far as, where this movie's going to go and everything. But no, I like this one, okay? Okay, I really did. But there's just 2 small issues that bothered me. One, well, first off, I just want to give this movie a compliment. One, it's shot on film. It didn't shoot digitally, it's shot on film. And that's very cool, I think. Because I read somewhere that it lessens, the overall... How do you say this? It lessens, the overall, realism of the CGI effects, okay? Because it's shot on film, and that's really good for a movie centered around, mentalism and everything. That's a very good thing to do, because it makes it sort of neuters everything to where it's not, supernaturally unbelievable, but it's also not, hokey and unrealistic. But the first issue I had is, if you guys, a lot of people might not know this unless you're really an enthusiast about cinema, but cinema originated as an illusionist medium. The shorts from the late 1800s, a lot of them focused on camera trickery and movement and everything. That was the founding thing of cinema, okay? That's what really took cinema off. I used to show these, a lot of these short films to my friends at school, before school started, and we love them, man. We used to sit back, watch 12, because they're only a minute or 2 long. We used to watch 12 or 13 before school even started, before we had to get to our classes. It was just a lot of fun watching these things. And, they were made in the mid to, they started in the late, around the late 1800s, and it was you're watching it though, and you're really amazed at how this stuff works, and even to this day, there's certain camera tricks that they do where they take a head off somebody's body and it's over here and they're throwing it around like it's a freaking soccer ball, and it's just, I love the way that's done, okay? I seriously love the way that that's carried out. Now, with a movie like Now You See Me, okay, here we have a magician heist movie in 2013, okay? The problem with that is that it's no longer how they did it so much, if that's the question. It's not like that, it's not how they did it. But it's more of what technology did they use to do it, okay? Because that with CGI now, everything can be manipulated, okay? The smallest detail. There's almost no need for rehearsing. Even when it comes to music now, you can sing, and there'll be you can have just switch the audio or delete it. There's almost no need for it. Now, when you look at a movie like this that's trying to be a magician comedy and show you a lot of tricks of the eye and illusions and everything, there's no longer that sense of how did they do it, because you know that a lot of computers were involved in the making of this film. Having said that, though, I think it kind of diminishes that impact a little bit, but not totally, okay? It's still a very good movie. The second issue I had, and like I said, the first issue can't really get around, so I'm not really using it as a complaint. I'm just pointing it at, throwing it out there. The second issue, and this is a bigger issue, probably the biggest one, but it's still not like horrible, okay? Is that the movie really gets more of a concern over events and plot rather than characters. Case in point, the last act, when they're starting to be like, when the detectives and the cops are in the FBI are really starting to crack down on these magicians, the plot just races past, okay? And so do the events, and so do the tricks and everything, and the twists and the turns, and like the characters, the cast, no matter how good they are, how many A-listers are in this movie, they're still like running to catch up with the movie, okay? Just hypothetically speaking. But that was the other issue I had with it. Other than that, this is a rock-solid movie in the sense that it's very convincingly acted, okay? Just from even Jesse Eisenberg, who I think gives probably the best performance of his career, next to Social Network, of course. His cocky attitude and his real brazen look on the world, and just how, like, everybody, you know, he always assures that he's the smartest person in the room. I love that. And I love, you know, it really shows, like, a total, like, overhaul, because he's playing, essentially, a very similar version of the person he played to Mark Zuckerberg when he played in Social Network, okay? He was still cocky, and he was confident and everything, and he was very ambitious. This one, he really assumes that role full throttle. The supporting performances, Woody Harrelson's excellent, Morgan Freeman's excellent, Isla Fisher, Mark Ruffalo, they're all great in this movie, okay? Going without saying. The writer, it's written by three people. One of the co-writers, too, his name is Bose Yorkin, who you probably don't, or Yokin, which you probably don't know by name, but he wrote Remember the Titans, so there's your little factoid of the day. Anyway, I really like this movie. Going to give Now You See Me a solid 3 stars. And even the effects, so even as I kind of regret it now, knocking the effects just because of the fact that they're like digital and everything, and there's a lot less wonder, there still is some good wonder, because you know, there's a perspective you can look at from how something is done right here, or how I'm telling you it was done. Like, if I'm shooting a movie, I'm not going to say that I used Adobe Flash or whatever the hell I use to, like, make modifications to the video. I'm going to tell you, like, from my perspective, what we did. We created this fake room, and then we went here, and then we went there, and then we burned this and everything, and with a flashbang and everything. But, that's what I want. That, you know what I mean? That the explanations of how they do this are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, solid 3 stars. Don't forget to check my review on Influx Magazine. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sub if you haven't. My review of After Earth will be coming up after this. And next week, I'm still up in the air what I'm seeing. I know for a fact I'm seeing The Purge. I might go see The Internship, but I don't know yet. Really looking forward to The Purge. Hope it's as good as the trailers make it out to be. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.